Hey, what is going on, guys? It is the SMT. Thank you for stopping by to watch this video here on the YouTube channel. Appreciate it greatly. Today's topic is the T-Mobile and Sprint merger and some of the things that I think a lot of people are concerned about with the merger, what happens with the new company and how you get consolidated, carriers, and whether or not Dish is going to be viable. All those things are really important, but something that has been extremely sensitive, but I feel has been overlooked, is now being highlighted by some really important people and groups. So a group of union leaders involved in a story, I believe the USA Today network has some form of a segment or a contributor from the Rochester Democrat Chronicle, New York State paper. We have these union leaders that are recommending that the New York State Attorney General, I'm guessing, we're just talking about Letitia James, should change her approach to the block on the T-Mobile and Sprint merger. What we're seeing in this story is a misalignment between what these union leaders are expecting or what they want versus what the attorneys general are actually doing in the merger trial. So there were several guest writers in this column by the names of Bob Duffy, who is a Chamber of Commerce president, and then Tony DePerna, who is a Trades Council official and president of Craft Workers Number 3. These are large and well-known union leaders in the state of New York. Some of the items that they mentioned inside these stories, New York laborers specifically were named, and especially like laborers in general. He says that they have been overlooked by the state attorneys general. They should be focused on bringing good jobs to our regions, bring economic growth and job creation. The T-Mobile and Sprint merger, it kind of does address this. And, he claims that, they do support it and they approve it based on these characteristics alone. This is quite a difference in a take compared to what the CWA, the Communications Workers of America, a different take than what they have. They claim that the T-Mobile and Sprint merger will create a job loss of 28,000. Clearly a very different take on this. These individuals that were in the story say that the merger is good for labor. I mean, you think about tower installations, antenna upgrades, site management, software development. He also stated that it's good for employment. The new T-Mobile becomes a company of growth. They can add retail, influence and impact. They can offer, MVNO expansion as well. He also says it's good for consumers, a more capacitive network, more extensive network. The synergies between the two companies as one has much greater potential exponentially compared to each of the companies standalone. And he said, that this merger helps workers and their families, and he specifically cited the importance of how it should benefit the New York residents. Now, up to this point, in my opinion, the attorneys general have done absolutely nothing right. They haven't questioned anything in the terms of jobs. They haven't given any economic attention. They haven't addressed wages, unionization. They haven't done any of that. Also, they haven't looked into any consumer protections, whether it's on the prepaid side, MVNO side. Pretty much the states, from California and New York, the attorneys general and their lawyers, they've been focusing on just trying to find dirt on Sprint, T-Mobile, Deutsche Telekom, and SoftBank. They've been investigating emails and texts and WhatsApp messages. In my opinion, their efforts are completely misguided and wrong. My suggestions, if I could make any, to the attorneys general is get the new company unionized in as many states as you can, at least in your own states. So any state involved in the block, get them unionized for the new T-Mobile. Get service centers, call centers, retail stores, experience centers in all these states, California, New York, things like that. And get job creation guarantees, get growth guarantees, get wage guarantees. Do something that shows that you're fighting for the protections of residents and consumers within your states, because the FCC and the DOJ has cleared these. It clearly just looks like a block to block without any type of remedy or resolution to the issues. And I think this story from these union leaders, it kind of exaggerates this. It shows how their lack of attention to the real issues is not being addressed. So what do you guys say? Give me your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your guys' input. Love to hear your perspective on it. Let me know what you think of what has happened thus far in the trial. How have the attorneys general done, in your opinion? What have they addressed? What are they lacking in their approach? Should they change their course of action? I feel like all these things can be addressed that could help consumers and residents of these states, and the attorneys have not done that up to this point. And I think ultimately this is why I think the block is going to fail. And I think the merger is going to be approved regardless. I mean, it has been approved. I don't think, like I said, I think it's all positive for the merge up to this point. Nothing has changed through thus far in the trajectory of the merger trial. And I think a settlement with a lot of these items being addressed would be the best course of action. So go ahead and drop me a line in the comment section. We'll love to hear what you guys have to say. Anyways, there's some links in the description box for all things SMT. Got the Twitter handle, got the podcast links are there. You've got the Patreon page link is there as well if you want to get in on that community. Much appreciated in advance if you guys go ahead and like this video and share it to your favorite social media. Of course, if you are new and this is your first time here, welcome to you. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload from the SMT. That wraps up this video. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I'm the SMT, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.